I am 10 million% positive this is going to happen. Donald Trump and his cultists are going to do everything they can to not only undermine, but steal any and all future elections that don't play out in their favor, right? We are seeing so many things done in such a short amount of time. Obviously, we lose track of it. Obviously, that's the goal. But they know that if they leave it up to a vote, they lose. They've always known that. That's why they cheat. That's why they gaslight. That's why they try to undermine systems and procedures and things that have been in place for years on end. But then all of a sudden, when that same system or that same thing proves that they're not who they think they are, that their agenda isn't what the American people want, then they start to undermine it and rig it and shit like that. So, let's look at how the Attorney General for Arizona is suing Mike Johnson, right? Like, even though Adelita won, swear her the fuck in, right? That's how it works. Do your fucking job. They literally won't do their fucking job when their people don't win. We're never going to forget January 6, 2021. Those are not patriots. Those are fucking insurrectionists that attempted an American coup. The fuck are we talking about, right? They know they don't win by voting. They know that shit. That's why they try to demonize the No Kings Day protest and call it a Hate America parade. They're not so engulfed in their delusion that they can look at over 6 million, 7 million Americans protest peacefully. They know that they're not going to look at millions of Americans and say, hey, there's a real problem with fucking ICE right now. They know that they can't look at all of those people, try to call it homegrown criminals, run a vote, and win. That's why fucking Marjorie Taylor Greene is trying to change her tune right fucking now, because she knows the midterms are coming up. And she wants to try to fool people into voting for her dumbass again. She can be right back on the MAGA train post midterms. They only win by fucking cheating. And what's actively happening is in the federal government, they're trying to move things around and rig the system and place their favorite type of people in these positions so that when the American people very loudly say, we don't fuck with Donald Trump, we don't fuck with MAGA, they can say, oh, well, we put these things in place to where it doesn't matter. We seem to have forgotten that Donald Trump told a room full of his supporters that they won't have to vote again if they just vote for him this one last time. We seem to have forgotten that there are Trump 2028 hats. We seem to not grasp or want to admit to ourselves that somebody who is going to spend the entirety of the year, and most likely the entirety of their 4-year tenure in the federal government, calling Democrats terrorists, leftists, lunatics, the worst thing that's ever happened to America, ruin the country, everybody that's against MAGA and Donald Trump is a homegrown criminal, all that shit. We're not going to listen to all of that for 4 straight fucking years and then watch them peacefully hand over power. Like, do y'all not understand how fucking insane January of 2021 is? That was a non-peaceful transfer of power. And you think that this time around it's just going to magically be milk and cookies? The fuck are we talking? Yeah, they're planning to rig, steal, disenfranchise, delegitimize. They're looking to do whatever the fuck is possible to keep them in power for way longer than 4 years, regardless of what the vast majority of American citizens want and vote for. Wake the fuck up.